if he's already here, what is this? Is this winners?
This is still winners.
This is still winners
semis.
semis. So being on this side against a formidable mid-level Chicago bracket, he must have been doing something right in the way he's playing PT for sure. But like,
This is also a PPA team kill.
PPA, man. The boys, why? It has to be this
They're
way.
putting in the work. They're putting in the work today.
Honestly,
You
yeah.
got VidRocker is in losers quarters right now. These two are in winners semis. Seen a lot of other PPA members put in some massive work throughout the tournament.
Shout out PPA.
I'm a yacht club.
Yacht club member? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
well, I'm not a member. I'm a
yacht club fan.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean rectangles is in Kenosha now.
Okay. Yeah.
So I gotta give a huge shout out to my yacht club boys.
Game 1 here, PS2, probably the gentleman, but
If you can hear that,
yes.
you can hear that. It's Rickles screaming.
Shout out Rickles, yeah. Check out Hitpoint. Hitpoint at Scrims here in Lisle, Illinois. If you're ever in the Chicagoland area, great weeklies on Mondays. Like Rickles said, yeah, first party adapters. Great setups here. I mean, the dual monitor setups here are pretty good.
Yeah, I would say like for a lot of the tournaments I've been to so far post quarantine, this is the best production.
Yep.
Definitely the best venue.
Yeah. Hardware too, like switches and how many setups that they have available here for players. It's very nice.
Oh yeah, and then there's so much room. Nice commentary booth. This is an old repurposed family video, if you understand the layout of that. We're using currently the back room of family video. You know what goes in there. What?
Back to the match!
Yeah! All right, shout out to Rickles. Come here on Mondays.
Oh man.
So far, this has just kind of been a generic Peach versus PT. Nothing too crazy. You got some good neutral coming on, some good ledge trapping.
Trying to find their
Peach
way
ledge
in.
trapping is freaking nuts.
Absolutely crazy.
Turn up, float, ooh, crazy stuff. Nice up air.
Good job on Hugh, but still at 120%. Anything from Peach here, yeah, that fair, definitely a straight fair, back air, side B, anything can kill at this point, but not switching to the Zard just yet. But
Yeah, he wanted to find just a little bit of percent. A couple of those up specials, it wasn't meant to like get off ledge. It was just meant to like gather percent. And you know, when you're in disadvantage is not about percent. Disadvantage is getting out of disadvantage, and that's something that, you know, these better players in the Arcadians are slowly getting out of the habit of. But like, you still see it a little bit more where you're in disadvantage and it's like, oh, I see my opponent doing an option. Let me punish them while I'm in disadvantage.
Exactly, yeah.
Right? A lot of unsafe landing options is, and like a player like Toad has just been catching that out, like on ledge, on landings. Like Toad, we've seen him do well in Chicago, well before quarantine.
Yeah.
Great player all around, great advantage state, great disadvantage, smart, knows how to punish his opponent's really bad habits, and like we're seeing that throughout this match so far.
Absolutely, yeah. Still 125% in that back air, gotta take it.
Good stuff.
Yep, Toad at that magic percent, he can't lose now. Definitely not that game, but Toad taking that game 1. Later on in that game, I mean, pretty convincing. I mean, just kept Hugh at bay. And
yeah, I mean, he had a solid lead throughout the whole thing.
Yeah. He couldn't really get his footing and get anything started, but what's the counter pick to this thing?
See, Smashville.
Okay,
This just seems to be the PT stage that people like to play on.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of pressure with Ivysaur on that platform. You have a lot of use for Razor Leaf, you know, to either force them onto that platform or force them into the Razor Leaf. Ike here, though.
Ooh.
I haven't seen his Ike. I have not seen his Ike. So
Neither have I.
This is the first Ike I've seen today. I'm a big Ike fan.
Yes.
As much as I hate Ike neutral, I'm still an Ike fan.
Shout out.
I just hate sword neutral.
Shout out Yami in Rockford. Best Ike in Rockford, by the way. A lot of Ike. I had to. But with Ike, a lot of the time, I mean, Nair is like the biggest combo starter, but a lot of the time, it's going to be, he has linear recovery here, but that side B is definitely going to be the key for him
that's
here.
going to be the key. And I will say, though, one thing Toad has done a good job so far through this game that we've seen in last game as well is that Toad is really good at catching out your bad habits.
Exactly.
On a lot of these jumps, like, we've seen Toad punish Hugh as he's jumping rather than going to punish the Nair. Because that Nair, there's no way to reasonably punish that on shield.
No.
So what Toad is doing instead is that he's just expecting Hugh to, or sorry, Hugh. I'm so used to Hugh. He's expecting Hugh to just like jump, and like he throws out his safe on block aerial that still catches the jump.
Yeah.
Big damage coming in here.
Oh,
43, missing the forwarder at the end of it, not getting the successful edge
Taking
guard
that back
there.
air though, but he's still sitting at 43% here. 56 now. Let's just see if he can be able to just take the stock from Toad. Toad's just bobbing and weaving, but that back air
Definitely gonna help that he's able to catch those landings on the on Peach a little bit better with the sword. Like that's something that he didn't necessarily get as many times last game, where having the bigger range is just going to be a lot more significant in this matchup. The turnip gonna catch that side special, and
very smart.
We are up 2-1.
Yeah, 16%, man. He's sitting pretty right now, definitely. But I like Toad's movement in this matchup. The way he uses the float cancel and uses just bobbing and weaving, jumping around Hugh here in shield. It's just like, I think it's definitely messing with his head a bit.
Yeah, he's purposely forcing him into those jump nair situations. I mean, like we haven't seen literally anything else in neutral from Hugh so far throughout this game. Right? And that's something that Toad knows. Like, Toad knows that when I am in neutral, he's going to go for the Nair. When I am in advantage, he's going to go for this. When I'm in disadvantage, he's going to go for, like, landing up air or something like that. And Toad is just correctly doing every option to punish it, and we haven't seen Hugh really adapt at all. Like, his adaptation was trying to switch characters and see maybe my habits will work better here, but you have to be the better player to beat the Peach. You can't gimmick Peach. You just straight up can't gimmick Peach. Like, there's only probably 2 characters in the game you can. And it's like maybe Joker and then just like me Brawler. I don't know. Like, you got like no room to gimmick Peach. Peach's neutral is incredible. Peach's punish state is awesome. You have those sick combos, those low percent down tilt chains.
Turnip combos, like anything.
Onto Roy. Onto Roy. This matchup's different. This matchup could be a little bit better for Hugh. I don't see like how this might help except for like damage output necessarily, which is something Hugh might be looking for. But like Roy has that same ultimate sortie problem where he's just going to be doing a lot of those jump-ins on his. He still has really good grounded moves too, which might be what he's looking for, but we're seeing Hugh do a lot of jumps, which doesn't help much, but having better grounded is still really good. Like, you have jab and down tilt both incredibly safe on block. Yeah, seeing those jabs, that's probably what he's looking for. He's looking for those grounded options where, okay, my jumps are getting caught out. Maybe if I play a little bit more on the ground. The turnip setting the other way, a little bit weird.
Very close. I don't think Toad was expecting that the turnip to take him into the direction it did.
Okay, so is this tag Toad because Peach has Toad?
I don't know. It might be.
Toad.
It might be.
That's just something that dawned on me. My bad. I was like, all right, he's got the neutral special.
Fair taking that stock though. Toad's still sitting at 59% though. Still in the lead here. See if Hugh can capitalize off this here and just try and get anything going.
One thing Roy does well is like winning off of your momentum, and we haven't seen Hugh really get his footing here throughout this set so far. It's kind of been the Toad train.
Yeah,
like, it has just been him being as dominant as possible. Through neutral, through punish, Hugh really hasn't gotten any of these like early kills that he's like looking for. He hasn't gotten any of these big neutral wins. Like last game he struggled so much. This game looks a little bit better, but not by much. Interesting side special. Catching that nair, he's just, I wouldn't say he's smashing, but super good backshot. Good stuff.
Good awareness there, catching that turnip on the way in from Toad, from Hugh. But back air, finally
Back air,
taking that
jump in
first
on the
stop.
back air, yeah. Up there. Gets him over the platform. That was silly. That was silly.
Yeah.
There was no need for that.
No.
Just return to neutral. Don't be like
Yeah.
that. These uppers. I didn't realize Peach could consistently link into that. That's good stuff. Keeps Hugh in disadvantage.
Just waiting
A lot of
out
range.
with that float there. He knows he can't come out there. He knows he can't push off stage and come out like and get aggressive.
Yeah,
But
I wouldn't
Peach
say
is-
Roy's edge guarding is really good other than run off fair. I was
Exactly,
literally
right there.
literally in the middle of saying it, but like, you know, he knows like, okay, I'm in the safe spot. Might as well just stay in the safe spot. Oh,
Sure.
barely misses that forwarder though. Good down air on the ledge get off. Ledge jump.
Good falling up here to the platform and then up there taking a stock now, 63%.
We're 1-1.
This is doable.
This is
for
better.
Roy.
This is much better. Hugh's just slowly
Taking it back,
Yeah, slowly brought it back.
33% off of those fares. This is doable.
Now
we're back
we need to
even.
see him gimmick. We need to
Yep.
we need to see him do a side special, like a jab into bear, a jab into anything. Like
Oops.
down tilt, jab, misses
Ooh,
the
missed the
bear.
chair.
Bad bear. Oh no.
See here, can Toad capitalize off that mistake? Ooh, okay.
Close. Much closer. The edge guard. Ooh.
Very
Turnip
close to that
throw
turnip.
avoids that. The bear on the shield, unsafe.
The back air
Jump
coming out,
there?
though?
No, close. Sakurai, stop being deceptive. Now the up special recovery. Let's see how this happens. No,
There.
weak hit. This is a little bit better. A little bit
Oh,
better.
Good spacing from Toad there with that uppy drifting in there. But
Oh no,
yeah.
the floor tilt on that.
Way
That's where you just
unsafe.
gotta throw out your aerials. Even if you're not expecting to kill him, if you just want to pressure his shield, you have to be smarter than that. And Toad finding a nair there, that's gonna take the set.
Dang. And he pulled a stitch at the end, just for good luck. Toad taking that set though, 3-0. Hugh definitely had a chance to come back there though.